YouTube, what's up? So I was reading an article earlier today about that's a big issue, I guess. In my opinion, it's a big issue because I'm reading about it left and right during this political election. Is gay marriage and homosexuals being allowed to adopt kids? I find this to be an interesting issue because here we are in 2012 and this is still an issue. I don't understand that. But anyways, I'll get more to that in a minute. But anyways, I want to tell you about this article. This article was really cool because I really enjoyed it because it really showed a good reason as to there's nothing wrong with allowing homosexuals to one get married and to two adopt kids. This gay couple decided to adopt a child. And this child's been in the foster care system for, I guess, at least 3 years. I don't know how long exactly. The article didn't say. But he was in there for at least 3 years. And then during this course of this 3 years, he was bounced around to 12 different foster homes. I'm thinking that's an amazing number of moves for a kid to take. And I just think that's ridiculous. But anyways, this kid, he was moving around a whole lot while in the system. And I think that's mind-boggling to me because I think that's like, who does that? Who allows that to happen? But in some states, I find this interesting because in some states, it is illegal for a homosexual couple to adopt a child. In some states, it's also illegal for single people to adopt a child. I don't understand why that is, because instead of bouncing these kids around from foster home to foster home to foster home to foster home, and saying, oh well, there's people out there who want to adopt you and give you a loving home, but oh, you can't go with them because oh well, either they're single or they're gay, so whatever. You can only be adopted by a straight heterosexual couple. You know what I mean? So that's an issue, and I don't understand why. But moving on as to why I think why I think that's one of the bigger issues during this election, because I'm hearing about. I mean, as a matter of fact, I do believe that. Never mind, that was wrong. But anyways, but moving on though, I'm reading a lot about these Republican candidates who just are just so open about how they don't support um, same-sex marriage and the like. And I don't understand why that's an issue still today here in 2012. Because we have science to prove that there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. But these people say, but it harms traditional family values. Okay. Your definition of a traditional family is a man and a woman, two kids, whatever, how many kids, and domestic violence up the butt and divorce up the derriere too. Let's not forget about that. Hmm. Very functional. Now, mind you, that's not all families in that category. I'm just saying that's very functional. That's very traditional. I like that. I like that. I mean, not to mention, I mean, it does happen in same sex relationships and the like. I mean, I'm not going to say that this stuff doesn't happen, but the bottom line is that it just what's the difference between it happening between a same sex marriage and what have you? Because the last time I looked, a family, traditional family values, this is how I was raised. These are my traditional family values. Is, these people around you are your family, you know? These people love you and care about you, no matter what. And we have a problem with allowing same-sex couples and single people to show that love to these kids who need it more than most. Because I mean, most kids at least have a loving parents, come from a loving home, etc. No debating that. But to deny it to these kids who have no family and no loving home, I don't think that's right. Or is that just me? I don't know. I mean, I know it's not just me, but I mean, how many of you agree with that? I mean, to my viewers, how many of you think that this is a ridiculous issue that we're still debating on today in 2012? Science proves that there's something wrong with it. Oh, but a lot of people say, oh, well, we shouldn't allow this to happen because it harms traditional family values. What harm is it doing? Here's the question I'm going to ask you. What harm do these people show? What harm can these people possibly do to these kids? Let me rephrase that question. Because, anybody who's willing to go through the hassle of adopting a child isn't going to go off and, do it for harmful reasons. It does happen, but those people are idiots anyway. I'm just saying, when it comes down to the way that we were raised, whether it be through, single parent, uh, two parents, whether it be heterosexual, homosexual, whatever the case might be, these people are supposed to show you a loving home, teach you these morals and the like. I ask you, what harm are these people causing by allowing them to get married and adopt kids? That's what I'm going to ask you. Anyway, something to think about. Talk to you soon. YouTube, I bid you an adieu. Talk to you guys later. Bye.